this video, I'll be comparing the Streamlight TLR-1 HL, the Olight PL-2 Valkyrie, and the Olight PL Mini, and determine which one is the best for you. So the Streamlight is going to come with the flashlight itself. It'll come with two CR123A batteries, and it also comes with a bunch of these little inserts right here for different types of rails. I have the Glock one on there because it's fairly small and it fits pretty much any rail, including Picatinny. It doesn't fill up the complete slot between the Picatinny rails, but if you clamp it on hard enough, it won't move. And the same will be true for both of these lights. Both the Olights come with the Glock insert and a Picatinny insert, but that's it, whereas the Streamlight comes with a bunch of different inserts. Again, the Glock one works pretty well with everything. Once you clamp it down, it's not going anywhere. Both the Olights each came with this pretty nice plastic bag with drawstring. Inside it was a card, and inside the card is a scratchable gift code, and you basically win $5 off your next purchase within a certain amount of time. So let's talk about the specifications of each of these. Now, I've sorted these from least lumens to highest lumens, and we'll start first with the PL Mini, which I think is very interesting. The PL Mini has the least amount of lumens out of all of these at 400 lumens. It's got a 1 plus 70-minute time rating, and what that means is it's going to do the full 400 lumen output for 1 minute, and then for the rest of the 70 minutes, it'll do 60 lumens. It claims a 75-meter throw, but generally with these lights, the effective range is about half of this. 1400 Candela, and it's IPX6 rated, so you should be fine in wet conditions. Now, like many of the Olight lights, this one attaches with the quick attach lever, which I think is very quick and useful. All you do is place it on here, flip the lever down, and it's ready to go. But what really attracted me to the light is the magnetic charging base. Here's the charger right here. It has magnets in it, and in the light itself, you plug the other end into your USB, and this bottom area here lights up green when it's either not charging or fully charged, and red when it's charging. And when you want to charge it, you just place it near, and it snaps right to it. So what's cool about this is, let's say you use this light on your concealed carry gun. What you can do is every time you come home, put it on the nightstand, you just attach it to the magnetic charger, and your batteries will never die. Then if you need the gun, you just pick it up and the base drops right off. It's ready to go. For ergonomics, the light has these two little tabs, one on each side, and you just push them down to turn the light on. Pressing and releasing turns the light on, or if you press and hold, it's momentary and will turn off as soon as you release. I think the tabs are a bit pointy right where your finger presses. My finger doesn't really go in and push down on the top. It's more right in the corner of it. So it does hurt a little bit if you're, pushing down really hard. And you do need to apply quite a bit of pressure to turn these on. But with your support hand, it's not really that much of a problem. Just use your thumb. The other downside to this light is if you look from the top, you'll see right over here, the quick detach lever does protrude from the side of the gun, which depending on how you draw it from your holster, it may snag on something. I just really wish that was flush for a concealed carry purpose. Moving on to the Streamlight TLR-1 HL, it has 800 lumens, 1.75 hours of runtime at 800 lumens, 245 meter beam, and 15,000 Candela. Unlike the PL Mini, it is not rechargeable. It uses two CR123A batteries, but those are very good batteries and fairly cheap. You can replace them pretty easily. To attach it, I have the Glock insert in there. What you want to do is just undo this screw, and as you can see, there's space between here and the screw, which allows you to push and it opens the grip. Push the button and let go, and then just tighten up the screw. I usually do it hand tight, especially on polymer frames. Now, it is a paddle style lever, which means pushing down gives you momentary, up gives you constant on, and a double tap down gives you strobe. Now, depending on which direction you're going to go with this paddle, you might place your hand on the top or the bottom of it to push up, but it's pretty easy to turn this thing, and if you put it right on the side, you can go either way. Now on to the PL-2 Valkyrie. Same as the PL Mini, Glock insert and a quick detach lever. However, this light has 1,200 lumens for 1.5 minutes and then drops to 600 lumens for 70 minutes. It claims a 235 meter beam and 13,000 candela, and it is again IPX6 rated. Attaching the light is the same as the PL Mini. Just pop it on, fold the lever, and it's on there. This light has buttons on each side that get pressed in. They'll both do the same thing. One press for constant on, press and hold for momentary, and it will turn off when you release. And if you press both of them at the same time, you get strobe. Now, by lumens, the PL-2 Valkyrie is by far the brightest, but lumens doesn't say everything, so we'll talk a little bit about what the numbers mean exactly. Lumens is the total light output of the beam, whereas candela is the intensity or brightness in a particular direction. So basically, a light with a lot of lumens will look super bright up close and light up a room very well, but it won't cast very far and it won't light up things very far away. Something with a lot of intensity or candela will not look as bright up close, but at very far distances you'll be able to see things with it. So what this means is, even though the Streamlight has 400 less lumens than the Olight, it's going to cast farther and be able to light something up farther away than the Olight will. And we're really going to be able to see this when we take them outside in a minute. Now let's talk about ergonomics. Each of these lights has a different way to actuate it. The PL Mini again has these push down buttons. The PL2 has press in tabs, and the TLR-1 has the standard rocker. Now I really do think which system of activation you use is dependent on what type of firearm you're placing this on and the orientation of that light. For example, on a rail mount on a pistol, I find it very easy to press these on the PL2 with both my trigger hand and my support hand. Whereas the Streamlight, I find it a bit more difficult to use it with my dominant hand, and even a little bit harder to actuate the controls with my support hand, although it's not that bad. That was for handguns, but what about rifles and shotguns? So here I've got a Kel-Tec KSG, and I have the PL2 mounted on the bottom here, and when I'm using the foregrip, I find it pretty easy to push this, but I do have to change my grip a bit. The TLR-1 on the other hand, I can easily just come over with my thumb and actuate this without really changing my grip all too much. If you have a Picatinny rail on the side and you decide to mount the light on the side like I have here, it's fairly easy to do this with the Streamlight, but the PL-2 Valkyrie mounted on the side of a rail like this, I find it so easy to just actuate this button, and that's going to work exactly the same no matter which side you put it on. So in summary, the Olight PL Mini I think is best on small compact guns like a Glock 19. The PL-2 Valkyrie is good for larger handguns or mounting on the side of a rifle. And the Streamlight TLR-1 I find is good for the bottom rail of shotguns or rifles. Now side by side with the Streamlight and the Olight, the Streamlight is considerably bigger. The lens is bigger, and the whole body is bigger. It's also longer, but both of these use two CR123A batteries. Personally, I think even for a full-size handgun, the Streamlight TLR-1 is a bit too big and bulky, whereas the PL-2 is pretty big as well, but not so big that it's cumbersome. And that's why I leave the TLR-1 on a long gun. So let's go somewhere dark and we can test the lights out. Here's the PL Mini on the left, and the TLR-1 HL on the right. Streamlight, Olight, Streamlight, Olight. 800 lumens, 1,200 lumens. So as you can see, even though the Streamlight has less lumens than the Olight does, it is casting a lot farther, and it is lighting up the tree line a lot better than the Olight is. If you're thinking about putting either of these on a long gun or need any significant amount of range, I think the choice is pretty clear. So in conclusion, just as a summary, the Olight PL Mini is great for compact pistols. The Olight PL2 is great for mounting on the side of a rifle, and also for mounting on on full-size handguns, but does not deliver the best range possible. And the Streamlight TLR-1 HL is perfect for mounting on the bottom rail of long guns. Because it has so much Candela, it's going to cast a lot farther than either of the Olights will. If you guys like this video, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.